G'day, it's Dave here. This is the Snowy River Report, New Zealand. I'm driving a Ford Ranger 2-litre twin turbo, towing a SR20 Snowy River caravan twin wheelbase, and I'm just driving on the west coast. I'm actually driving from a place called Kuramea, I think, to Granity, and going through the hills. Just thought I'd give you a quick sort of overview about the 2-litre Ranger. Great truck for towing snowy product. I like snowy product. I sort of did my due diligence and dealt with a guy here in New Zealand called Mike and Sam at Vinay Caravans, and I'd strongly recommend those people to deal with. They're the exclusive agents in New Zealand, and Mike, being an engineer and having travelled around New Zealand in a SR20F with his family, he got to know the vans pretty well. So what I can really say about these vans is that they're great. I mean, I've really enjoyed living in this. When I say living, I mean travelling living. I've done about 9,000 K so far, and I'm doing a circumnavigation of the South Island, and I've already done part of the North Island. But yeah, so just focusing on the towing, any drawbacks and stuff like that. I compared the 3.2 litre Ford Ranger with the 2-litre turbo, and the 2-litre turbo, in my opinion, is a better machine. In particular, probably the reasons why is the 10-speed transmission. That transmission is magic. It's pretty seamless and always has you in the right gear when you're towing. Very often does it get lost. It doesn't really get lost as such, but it's very good. And when it comes to hills and stuff like that, I have plenty of power. Nobody's really... I tend to take my time. I drive at my speed, not their speed, and so I like to enjoy the scenery. So I'm a bit slower, and I just let people pass when I get the pull-in parking bays. Just a couple of tips. When I come to sort of winding hills and quite tight, what we get a lot here in New Zealand, I tend to put it into 4-wheel drive. I find it actually handles better, and it gives you just better control on the road. And we're not doing really high speeds at the moment. I'm doing 50 kilometers an hour, and yeah, I'm just enjoying the drive. It's pretty stressless, and I love it. I also use the electric brakes, wireless option, which I'll probably do a different video on. You know, it's a great braking system. It has a few sort of tips that you need to be careful when using the latest Ford Ranger because of its computer. But so far, and I'll do that on another video. So yeah, I'll come back to you on that one. What was the other point I was going to talk about? It's in terms of economy, it's great, and in terms of certainly in pulling power, there's nothing here that really I feel would surpass this. Also considering, I looked at SUVs as such, and there's a couple of nice SUVs I like, probably outside of my price range. I like the RSQ8 or Q7 or whatever it is. That seems pretty cool, but at 200 and something odd thousand, I might leave that one for a lotto win. Also, I like the Volkswagen Touareg, the latest one. 900 Newton meters of torque's got to be fun with a van like this. But for me, I'm carrying a mountain bike, kayak, windsurfer, paddleboard, and in the back of my ute I also carry extra fuel, so I don't get ripped off in these small towns where they want to charge you $1.58 a litre for diesel. So I generally tend to buy it in the cheaper towns and fill up, so I'm pretty independent. So I get my diesel for about $1.10 instead of $1.60. So it's just a tip. I also carry on board a generator and a lot of other stuff, but you know, mainly the ability to go off grid is awesome. I suggest if you are going to look at one of these, you can't have enough solar panels, and really it's ideal to get I think lithium batteries if you can afford it. So yeah, just I'll probably update more. Any questions or anything like that, by all means fire them at me. I'm sort of going to do some overviews on snowy products, also some areas I think they should improve. The build quality, I believe to be, it's actually pretty good. Hang on, I've got a big truck coming here now. So I'll just get around him. So yeah, whatever you're doing, you can get me at Dave on email, David Max Heike. That's David and then MAX, then Heike HEIKE at gmail.com. Or and if you email me there and you want to know anything or talk personally, I can give you my mobile number. So yeah, take care. God bless. I'm a Christian, so I've got a traveling. I'm using this as a traveling ministry. At the same time as recording some of the beautiful sights in New Zealand. So whatever you're doing, have a good day. May the Lord be with you, and hey, take care. Love, Dave. I better, corner.